Well, welcome to the show, fellas. Good to see everybody. I'm doing a quick test. I'm running from Streamlabs right now, which allows us to stream onto Twitch as well as YouTube. I don't know if it's working. I see some people chatting in the Twitch chat, which is great. And I see all you guys over on the YouTube, the Demons, the Energies, Hello Energy, Mutant Mo, a Cab. It is good to see you guys. I'm trying to I want to make sure that we are, hello Phil Spencer. I want to make sure that we are in fact streaming on Twitch as well. There we go. Yeah, it seems to be working. You guys hit me up and let me know if there are any stutters, delays, things like that. But assuming that there's not, we will get started with the show. What we're going to do at the very beginning is we're going to go through some stories from Annapurna. I haven't watched any of these yet. They dropped 3 new trailers today, and these will be out. I'm not sure when, but we'll watch those. We'll talk about some news. We'll shoot the shit. We'll talk about the kind of stuff that we're hoping to see here today. I mean, look, it's easy to get your hopes up for these things. My guess is, why are there 2 streams on the YouTube page? I don't know. Because there are, and I'm just not going to fuck with it right now. I'm just going to let it go. Because it seems to, I mean, unless it's really causing chaos, I'll let Tech Protect determine if I want to kill the stream and get rid of one of them. I don't think I can do that in real time, though. But if you're, I guess it might suck, though, because if you're watching on one, you might be going, well, I can't really chat because Jaffe's not seeing my chat. I don't know if it's putting all the chats together. My Twitch, my Twitter. No, it's Twitter. It's not Twitch. I'm not streaming on Twitch. I'm streaming on Twitter, Energy, which is at David Scott Jaffe. Aaron, I did see that Hades came out today. I've had it in early access for quite some time, but I hear it's the reviews have been. In fact, let's check them out real quick. Metacritic, Hades 2. Hello, Terry. Good to see you. Yeah, it's sitting at a 94. You know, I played it, and I should go when I have time. Who the hell has time anymore? I'm playing Silent Hill right now and just loving the crap out of that. Loving Chronos, loving Dying Light, The Beast Within, or whatever it's called, The Beast. There's so much to play and so much good stuff right now that I'll get around to Hades eventually. Jaffe says, Caleb, why do you stream State of Play but not Nintendo Direct, considering Directs have historically always been way better? I'm a big Nintendo fan. I don't have a Switch 2, and honestly, Nintendo has done a much better job. Well, okay, so for a couple reasons. First, more of my audience tend to be PlayStation folks than Nintendo folks. But more importantly, I think Nintendo has historically done a good job, even when they were with the Wii U, shit days, of consistently putting out announcements of cool things coming. A lot of that has to do with their budgets and the way they do development. They put gameplay first, and they're less about production value, more about gameplay. And in that, they're able to consistently get things out that are cool and interesting, whereas PlayStation is so much about their graphics and production value that, these days getting a new IP or an update on an IP you're excited about from first-party Sony is pretty rare. So there's also, I think, just more of an excitement about it. But I still think that, okay, cool, thanks, Tech. But I still think that, Nintendo has great stuff. And today I think we're probably going to see Wolverine. I know everybody knows we're going to see a Nioh sequel. It sounds like everybody knows we're going to see the Rogue Light coming from Housemarque, which I am incredibly excited by because I loved Returnal. It was delightful, but it was a roguelike, and in that it was just too punishing for my skills. The fact that we have a roguelite now makes me very, very excited. So, but I'm hoping for some surprises. We'll probably be disappointed. It's hard to imagine they'll just throw in Cory's new game here. That's probably going to be more of a live sort of thing, whether it's Tokyo Game Show or Keighley Show or some event they have. But, hope springs eternal. Maybe some intergalactic stuff. I know if you listen to Neil Druckmann, he's talked about how they are making some great progress. They've got some amazing stuff. Maybe we'll see at least a little bit more of a teaser on that. Maybe we'll see the God of War 2.5D thing that's been promised or rumored. I don't think we're going to see a lot of Ghost of Yotei. I could be wrong, but I don't. I other than like a launch trailer, I don't. I think they would have made it clear that this was a up and coming. The state of play was all about, when they do that, when it's like, oh, it's a Death Stranding special or whatever. They haven't really said that. They said something along the lines of, updates on first party titles, right? But it could be that. Halo on PS5 could be. Ann is right. Don't forget, if you enjoy the content, like the stream, consider a subscription, consider a membership. Hey, Jacob Marsh over on Twitch. Jaffe, I've missed the streams. Well, what's the hell the matter with you, sir? Why you missed the streams? How's Silent Hill? Silent Hill F is excellent. The opening was a little bit, solid, but whatever. And then after about an hour, it really picks up, and it's really, really good. When will I finish Chronos? Somebody was asking. I plan on finishing it in the next couple days. I'm at the Abbey, if you know where that is. That's the last big section, and and I'm loving it. But obviously, Silent Hill has come along and taken up a lot of my time. How is the stream looking over on Twitch, by the way, you guys? Is it clean? Is it running smooth? Is it running smooth on YouTube? Is everything looking good? Because we're streaming to 2 different places now, so I want to make sure you guys are getting a good experience. So, oh, by the way, before we do get into some news, hey, what's this? No, the dogs have been conditioned whenever my phone rings. According to the Insomniac leak, there'll be an X-Men game. I'm sure there will, but I doubt there'll be one before we see a lot more about Wolverine. There is no Twitch link. It's on X. It's on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter at David Scott Jaffe, you'll see it over there. I'm not currently streaming to Twitch, but I will probably try to stream to Twitch tonight if this is working well. That would be great. A new Ratchet. I don't think we'll be seeing a new Ratchet. The last Ratchet did not perform that well. It took forever to break even. Hey, Adam Hall says, I'm at the end of Chronos and getting wrecked. I'm close to the end, right? I'm at the Abbey. I just kind of got off the train. I'm at the Abbey. That's kind of the end, right? Hello, Rob the Mod over on Twitch. Okay, good to know. Twitter, God damn it. I ain't saying X. I won't do it. You can't make me. I want a new Last of Us. Oh, I don't think so. Not today anyway. PK says keep well, no, see, I won't do that. PK says keep expectations very low on first-party announcements. I won't do it. I mean, I don't really care about it, in terms of if I'm disappointed, I'm okay being disappointed, but I'd rather go in hoping to be excited because it's not going to ruin my day or anything. There's so much to play that if Sony never puts out another first-party game, I'll be fine. But, I want to be excited. I want to be hopeful. And like I said, I mean, I don't think we're going to see Cory's game, but you never know. I hope we're going to see the God of War 2.5D. I'm playing Phil Spencer. I am playing. Oh, thank you, Anna G. She just put the link up to the Twitch, to the Twitter. God damn it. I'm playing Chronos on PC on GeForce Now. Will we see any Astrobot PC or any PC stuff? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I hope we're going to see, new content, not just the same content somewhere else. Aaron says Wolverine needs to differentiate itself from Spider-Man in tone and mechanics, or I'll be pissed. Well, it's definitely different in tone, in mechanics, and probably in tone as well, because it's very violent and bloody. But mechanics, Wolverine has always been one of those challenging games because it's not like Spider-Man with the swinging. If you did watch some of the Wolverine leaks, it's kind of been there, done that. You've played a lot of games that feel like that. Obviously, they can push through when it comes to execution, and I'm sure they will, of course. Interesting, PK. Interesting. PK says maybe Marvel 1943 news. I do not think so. I mean, that game has been... that game, I mean, maybe, but We should have seen something a long time ago in that game, and we still haven't. I think there'll be Wolverine and Intergalactic, though. But we'll see. We'll see. Arath Izzle says the PlayStation blog told us exactly what we would see. I don't know if that's correct, but let's go find out. Let's look at the PlayStation blog. Here we go. Ninja Gaiden has more melee weapons. Unless Wolverine is picking up weapons in the game, he might. I don't remember that in the leak besides his claws. All right. Tune in live for more than 35 minutes of updates and reveals from PlayStation Studios and partners around the world. Okay. Regarding co-streaming, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. That's what it says. Am I crazy we'll see something from Xbox? No, I don't think you're crazy at all. I thought the leaks of Marvel 1943 looked good. Oh, yeah, no, I'm excited for that game because I like what it seems like Amy is trying to do, which is to create something that is much more playable by lots more people and not just core gamers. I think we're going to see something more akin to a next generation Telltale style game. With a little bit more gameplay, and maybe you can play it with your phone and you can play it with your family and friends. That's what I think Marvel 1943 is going to be. I don't think it's going to be some Naughty Dog style action title, but I don't think we'll see anything from Rockstar. No. Okay, so Tokyo Game Show's in full swing. I haven't gone through the Capcom stuff. Capcom just put out a thing over there, 40 minutes, which I'm going to scrub through. But let's see. This is the schedule, right? So what are we on right now? So we're on the 24th, which I missed the 21st of September. I'm very, very sad. So Annapurna has already gone live. We're going to look at some of their stuff. I don't know what RGG is. Capcom happened today. We're going into State of Play. Let's see. Xbox is it 3 a.m. tonight, California time? That might be fun to try to wake up and watch. Nioh 3, I don't care, but a lot of people do. Level 5 has new gameplay reveal. That's good. Level 5's great developer. Battlefield 6 single-player live showcase tonight or tomorrow night. Let's see. Octopath Traveler, Dragon Quest, Borderlands, Future. So, and they also put on a lot of these kind of weird developers also and publishers also have some weird little things. So it should be some good stuff. But let's check out some of the trailers. There were 3 new games revealed from Annapurna. Let's check it out. Hang on one second. Let me just check the chat. Okay. I don't think we'll be getting any new Twisted Metal. Maybe they'll announce a Twisted Metal Season 3 because the show's been doing well from what I gather. But, okay, here we go. This is, I just want to make sure I don't miss. Okay, so the show actually starts in 45 minutes. So we'll make it in time. This is called People of Note. Which is the first Annapurna game they showed. Let's watch it together and then see if it's worth discussing. It's a minute long.
WKRX Cordia, top of the hour. That's right, folks. It is here, the Noteworthy Song Contest, kicking off at the grand stage tonight.
If I'm gonna win, I need something different. Something new.
I gotta be better. I gotta be better than this. I gotta go get it. I gotta put everything in. I'm treading water instead of getting stronger, and I don't know why.
We're gonna need more than 2 people for a full band.
We can combine different genres together.
I wanna be under the lights. I wanna be thunder and lightning. I swear that I'll find what I need deep in me.
Now, all right, so it's kind of like Rhythm RPG. There was a game that just came out called Fretless that does this, but I like the look of this, and I like music like this. I know I know. I know. I like K-pop shit. I like pop shit. This reminds me of like music from like Disney animation movies, like Frozen and shit. So I'm pretty much. This is. I get it. Adam says it's cringy. Flip says ain't for me. Oh, I get it. I get it. I love pop music though, so I'm excited for this.
Any others beside me, I just need a chance and I'll make them
I'm sure assholes are going to call it People of Nope, but that said, I like this. I want this. All right. I'm in. I also want mixtape from these guys as well. So, all right, this is more of a traditional Zelda-style game. They announced this, Demi and the Fractured Dream. I don't agree, Eric. See, why can't people just be nice? Why can't be... Eric says, yeah, this kind of music is just so disgusting. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's good if you like pop music. Why don't you just say, if you have to say anything, I don't like this kind of music. Just say that, if anything. Pop music is fun. Pop music is very, you know, it's got a lot of heart to it, and it, you know, and I don't mean heart like musicianship. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about music snobs, as I've said, are some of the worst fucking snobs on the planet. Fuck you guys. Yeah, there you go. Mutemo says, I just don't like it. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I don't like a lot of this shit probably you guys like. When someone says, no, Jaffe, this is what you need to listen to. And then they send me a song and it's like, and I'm like, yeah, I don't like that. But, you know, you can enjoy that shit if you want. This is Demi and the Fractured Dream. I hate the look of this, but it's nice. I'm just tired of this look. Oh, I love Christmas songs. That looks super generic. It's really weird. This is coming from Annapurna. I mean, this is not the Annapurna that we all know and love. That was Deb Mars, Nate Gary, that group. They've moved on to work on sort of a new version of Private Division that they got funding for, and they've gotten some of those brands and licenses. I don't know the people running Annapurna Interactive now, so I don't know what their motivations are, but this just looks super, like if it wasn't part of the Annapurna Showcase, I would just be like, I never would have clicked it. And here's their other one, Detopia, which is the third game they put out today. This looks super boring. Yeah, no thank you. I'm not interested. But hey, it may be great for people who like it. It feels really... Your job is to help AI make people's lives better. Yeah, no thanks. Bad trailer might be a great game. But I'm very excited for the first one that they showed. Okay. You goddamn right, Rob. Hit the like button. And tell your friends, consider a super chat, consider a membership, consider a subscription. We appreciate it very, very much. Before we get to, I want to look at, I love cozy games, Tara. Before we get to the Kojima trailer, which I have not seen yet, but I've heard people talk about it, I do want to remind you, speaking of, these are some products we have right now in our shop. For both Madhouse, you can see the new Madhouse hat that I'm wearing right now that has me, Tech, and Bunny. There it is right there in all its glory. We've got the same art that Bunny made on a shirt, a series of shirts. We have our Kratos Protecting Trans Kids hat. We have Class of Madhouse. We have the Dark Trio. We had a bunch of stuff. We have the Sweet Tooth hat. If you're interested, I'm going to put up the link right now in the YouTube chat. Go on over and get yourself some goodies. It supports the show, and we would appreciate it. I will put it on Twitter as well. Rob the Mod, Rob the Mod, I loved it. We need to make. Oh, thank you, Anna. We need to make the hat. Rob made a hat from the Jaffe Campbell Auto Shop from the Twisted Metal series, season 2, which we need to put up there. Tech, can you please remind us to make stickers tonight? It'll take us 10 minutes to do it. The hat may be too expensive. Steven says, I want a fucking hat, but the Sweet Tooth hat is $37. And I am like, I paid less for a fucking hat from a hockey game. How much should the hats be? Let me bring the price of the hat down. That does seem a little high. I'm not sure why I set it to that. The other hats are $26 and $29, so I'll bring that down to be in respect to that. Tech says no, don't bring it down. Okay, so people are saying hats should be around $30. Look at Tech. Okay, I agree, but if we're not selling a lot of them right now, we're selling more of the Protect Trans Kids hats and the Madhouse hats right now. We've sold like 3 of these, but everybody says they love them. So, we can talk about it. We can make, okay, it's not a higher quality hat. Maybe we'll make it limited. It's US dollars. We'll talk about it. Okay. Anyway, look at this. Tech and I can't agree on anything. If you ain't, okay, depends on materials. This hat that you guys are talking about, like out of all the hats we've made, truth be told, this hat I really like. We're going to get to the OD trailer. Give me a second. Right? But I think this is a better designed hat, and I almost want to go back and do another version of this, like an exclusive version, like only print like 20 of them, because I like how big Sweet Tooth is on this hat. And so I should have made these heads bigger. Courage. These dogs, man. All right. Anyway, there you go. So let's go look at the Kojima trailer, shall we? Tech, what is happening? What's happening that's making the dogs lose their shit? Were they barking because the cleaning ladies were leaving? Okay. I mean, it's okay. I just didn't know if something crazy was going on. Okay. We don't send the merch. No, it comes from Fourth Wall. Okay, here we go. This is the trailer that was dropped last night, or the teaser from Kojima, his new horror game. And I guess there's going to be another one after this one that is directed, or in whatever that means, depending, by Jordan Peele. So here we go. Oh, wait, you guys can't see it. Hang on. My bad. Let's do it again. Sorry, fellas. Oh, thank you very much. Excellent. Have you seen this? Go back. I'll pause it. Go watch. What? I'm going to just rewind a second so Tech can see. All underneath all those blinks are just the name Kojima. Because, you know, Kojima. Well, this game looks like Realms of the Haunted ripoff. Cool candle. Well, you lit the baby on fire. Oh, there's a head. You see the head in the little thing? That's pretty cool. Cool. I hope it is an exclusive game. I don't give a shit. I mean, I don't really care, honestly, but hey, ooh, cool. If people get paid, honestly, I just think it's funny when people get upset about exclusives. I'm gonna play whatever that I want to play, but I get it. You know, it's all gonna be streaming sooner than later. It won't matter. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, it's fine. You know, it's horror. It looks cool, whatever you're going to do. But the idea that that's exciting, a lot of people were like, oh, my God, have you seen that trailer? I'm like, yeah, I just saw it. Really? That? It looks fine. I mean, it's Kojima, so that's great. I'm interested. But the idea that I'm supposed to look at that and lose my shit, are you kidding? It's fine. There's nothing special about it, but other than Kojima. So, SF says, my worry is I wonder how much gameplay there will be. Oh, I'm sure there'll be a lot. It's going to be a real game. Kojima makes real games, whatever you think of them, and I think they're pretty cool. But I don't think anything here looks all that incredible. The most interesting thing about this, to me personally, is just the candles were really cool, and as she lit them, different things happened. That could be an interesting tell of a mechanic. You light the baby and it cries. You light the other thing and the snakes come out. It may not even be a mechanic, but I think that's kind of interesting. But I'm not so convinced it will be a real game, says Huge Anus. I think it will, but we'll see. SF says Fizzant, which is the worst name ever. Am I saying it right? Sounds like a full-blown third-person action game. I wonder if we'll see anything from that at Sony, because yesterday this whole thing that they did was a 10th anniversary Kojima Productions, and who knows, maybe they're like, oh, we have stuff to show. It's very early, but concept art or whatever, maybe they'll save that. Probably not, though. Probably not. Darth Nugget says this seems like PT again. OD might even stand for O something demo. No, my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong here, is that OD is going to be a series of horror games, and the first one is going to be from Kojima. The second one is going to be through Kojima Productions, but it's going to be from Jordan Peele. And I don't think they've announced, probably there'll be a Guillermo del Toro one. My understanding is this is going to be a series, and OD is going to be the main thing. But yeah, I guess we'll see. It's fun to speculate, I suppose. Will OD be on Game Pass? My understanding is it should. It's a first party title. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that, I didn't watch it. We were last night doing Silent Hill, when Silent Hill came out, we were streaming that instead of watching the Kojima thing. But I think somebody came into the stream and told me that. Yeah, One Pump says it's going to be a series of games with different focuses on fears, Knock being one of them. Okay. Anyway, all right, we'll see where it goes. Okay. So, fellas, I will say though, I am having a delight. I mean, this is some great horror shit going down right now, because Chronos is great. Dying Light the Beast is great. Silent Hill F is great. I don't know if there's any more. There's some stuff 2026, of course. There's Resident Evil coming. There's the project, whatever it's called, 2025. Zing. There's the game coming from Supermassive. But those are all 2026. But I think there's some stuff in October coming that is also horror. In fact, let's look that up while we're waiting. I am very curious because I'm very spoiled right now because those three games are really good. Horror games 2025 October. Let's see. I spelled October wrong. That's okay. Yeah, Directive 8020. That's coming. Oh, Tormented Souls. That was fucking awesome. The demo for that was fantastic. Reanimal. When is Reanimal coming? That's 2026. Tormented Souls, I think, is 2025. They should probably move it. It's going to get slaughtered, but the demo was great. Ill looks amazing, but I don't know when it's actually coming out, and it's hard to know if it's going to play as good as it looks. And I'm sure there's some really good indie stuff coming. I was very disappointed in the what are they called? Blumhouse demo that they put out last week, where you use your blood to create the bullets. I thought that was kind of interesting, but not amazing. Not amazing. It didn't play very well, at least for where the demo is. Larry Fessenden, being one of the directors attached to OD, should be cool. He directed Until Dawn and Dark Anthology Picture Games. Okay, that's cool. Hellraiser is coming. That's right. When is that? 2025? Or is that 2026? Hellraiser game. I bet a lot of these will move, but let's see. Yeah, that looks amazing. This is coming out. It's 2025, December 31st, which means it's next year. I'm not Eric. I don't care. He says people are ignoring that OD is a cloud game. Great. What do I care? I'm not ignoring it. It just doesn't matter. I blame Matt Booty on all that, by the way. I don't think he managed the game library and studios well. No, I don't think he's been great for Xbox. It's hard to know. It's hard to look at it and say how much who was responsible for what, but fundamentally, they do seem to have turned a corner, and they're pumping out really good games right now. So I'm a big fan, but hey, maybe I'm excited for Yote. Maybe we'll say today's the day that PlayStation turned the corner. I don't think so. Not because they're not capable, but because the games just take longer and longer. I don't think we'll ever see Fair Game or Fair Games, whatever it's called. I think that's going to be canceled. What's the one? Marathon? I'm sure we will see it. What about Ludo? Ludo. I did play Ludo. Why did I stop playing that game? Let me look it up real quick. What happened with this game? Oh, I didn't like it, is what it was. Ludo was really interesting to an extent, but it got really weird. Like, I liked what they were doing, like with Layers of Fear, that as you walk through the house, things changed, and if you went into a room and then you turned back around, the room had changed. But it was it was hard for me to track it. Maybe I need to go back, because I got, to be fair to myself, I was streaming it. But I really wanted to love it, but it just felt a little like, wait, what is happening? It's like they were so into giving you a mind fuck that it was hard to understand what was actually happening, even more so than PT. But maybe that was just a bad, moment. And I want to say one of the guys at Last Stand Media played it through and really enjoyed it. So I'm going to go back to this. Yeah, I think that would be a really bad idea, Stephen Hawkins, to make that game. But certainly I would support someone's right to make it. Okay. Yeah, I think I don't even, I know it sounds crazy, and I know it sounds like that marketing slop that was put out recently or whenever it was, but I don't really think in generations anymore. It's just because to me, as somebody who does play on the cloud and on PC and on GeForce Now with the best PC you can get, just to a large extent, when I hear people talking about, oh my God, look what the PS6 is going to have, I'm just like, so what? I mean, I'll be playing that 8 months before the PS6 comes out. And I don't mean that like, haha, fuck them. I just mean that, it's all graphics at this point. So I'm much more happy to chase after really interesting gameplay than anything else. All right, how close are we, boys? Let's see. The problem with Jaffe as an online personality is he only plays the wise man on video game streams. I don't know what that means, but I'm happy to talk about it. We have 19 minutes. What do you want? What do you mean? I don't have PC issues, Arathizzle. I have streaming issues with sound, but I don't have game issues. Well, Arathizzle says consoles remove barriers to entry and standardize the platform for game testing. The cloud does that. The cloud will do that for everyone, and you will love it. You will learn to fucking love it. You just have to wait a little bit longer for the right data center to come closer to your place you play. Because the idea of lowering the barrier of entry, what are you talking about? Lower the barrier of entry. I mean, I guess, or you could just, click a button like this. Hang on. Yeah, I'm waiting for Electric Angel to write back and tell me what he means. Streaming is as low. Oh, yeah, as low as the barrier can be. I mean, yeah, check it out. This is, here's Dying Light. What do I want to put up? Chronos? I'll put up Dying Light. I'm not going to play a game. I'll just bring it up real quick. I mean, all you do is click a button and you're in. You're in. That's it. Streaming is not a massive look. Here it is. I didn't have to download anything. I don't have to worry about it crashing. I don't have to worry about updating drivers. I don't have to worry about my hardware not running it. The only barrier to entry is if you may not have good enough internet, but it's really about how close you are to a data center. Latency is not an issue. Routing is not an issue. Cabling is not an issue. What are you talking about? You're just saying stuff that's not accurate. Now, Electric, you may or may not be right that it's overpriced, but if it is, then someone will come along and charge less. There's already a competitor out there for GeForce. I'm not going to play the game. I'm just going to show you how. I mean, here it is. Continue the. GeForce Now has better performance. xCloud, you have free games on the platform. Yeah, there's going to be competition.
To a train tunnel. It's not a volatile. It's smarter, faster, stronger. It attacks in broad daylight.
Arethisel, you just don't have the experience. I'm sorry. You're saying things without any basis. Minimum network latency is 40 milliseconds. I don't care what it is. The point is, it doesn't affect anything. When you're, and I'm not saying go play MLG competitive multiplayer games. Maybe that would be really bad or unacceptable. But if you're talking about games like this, you're just not accurate. I'm not saying your experience may not be that because you're not close enough to a data center. But in this case, you're just wrong. And that's fine. But, better to just say, oh, Jaffe, I don't have any experience with it. I don't know. Or my experience has not been positive because XYZ. But what, you think I'm lying to you? My game is currently transcoding. If I have to look it up, what do I care? I don't even know what that means. Now, again, you guys are watching it on a stream, so it's probably chunkier. But I assure you, I'm running smooth as can be on this end. And I got to say, I have loved this game. This has been such a fun game. But I've never played I've never played a Dying Light game before. So obviously, your mileage will vary. It's artifacting. You know what? I don't care. I'm done talking about it. Just don't play it then. I can't. Oh my God, my GPU is great. I'm not getting the stuttering you guys are getting. But yeah, I'm not going to argue with you about it. Maybe I will. But don't play it then. But this is where the world is going. This is where the world is going. And I'm delighted that it's going there. And you will eventually be too. You just don't know it yet. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be behind the eight ball. Look, that's one of the nightmares of being a visionary like myself. Is I see really what the future is going to be, and it's exhausting sometimes to convince other people. But that's okay. Do you get a device? No. If you're curious about this, all you need to do is go to GeForce Now, and they'll let you run a test, and they'll do a test to determine how close you are, what your latency will be, and then they'll say, hey, you're a good candidate for this or not. I don't know if Xbox does the same, but xCloud has a bunch of games. You don't even need an Xbox. You just get Game Pass and you're off to the races. But if you go to cloud gaming, here's all the shit you can just click. I don't dunk on Kojima. Addy Pie says, you're such a visionary, you dunk on actual visionaries like Kojima. I like Kojima as a game developer. I just think Kojima's persona is obnoxious as fuck. That's all. You do have to worry about them increasing a monthly price. Well, yeah, but I mean, that's anything, right? I mean, if they price themselves out of the market, someone else will come along. Yeah, Star Wars Outlaws on xCloud is great. Is really, really great. It's a great series. Great fucking series. I've met Kojima before. Yeah, I liked him. I mean, he was real nice. It was very quick. It was at the very first Video Games Live, the Tommy Tallarico thing. And we spoke for all of like 6 minutes, and he was very nice and complimentary about God of War, and I was excited about his games. And you know, he sent me, for a few years, I got on his team's Christmas list, and they sent me stuff in the mail for Christmas, which was nice. But I wouldn't consider him, like, if I called him, he might remember that meeting just because it's like, oh, yeah, you're that God of War guy I met. But we don't have, like, a relationship. It's not like me, and it's not like Keely and him. A zing. No, I'm not. Hey, not that I would care. I'm just saying. But anyway, this is Xboxes, right? So you can go and you can play, you know, games you own, or games on Game Pass, and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Did I get an autograph? No. Jaffe says, Hawkins, you may have convinced me to get back to Call of Duty and Fortnite. I went and watched the stream you did where Father Alex was taking Seven Galaxies. Yeah, I'm loving the new Call of Duty. Call of Duty Next, I think, is next week, where they're going to be talking about what's next for Call of Duty. Loving that game and loving Fortnite. This thing, gamers, at least gamers online, are so unhappy. There's that kind of like that old Louis C.K. classic bit where he's like, I think it's titled something like, you know, the future is cool, but no one's happy. It's like, I've never seen such a fandom so goddamn unhappy as video gamers online. There is so much cool shit to play right now. There's so many cool ways to play it. The budget, if you don't have a lot of money, if you don't have a lot of goddamn money, let me introduce you to Joy. And you can do this anywhere. You don't have to just do this over on PC. If you have a console, do it over there. If you go to, I don't know where they put it, but these guys have categories that are games that are under $5 and under $10, okay? And I don't know how to find it. Tech, if you're watching, the one thing I hate about Steam is their inability to search their store for things other than titles. Like, I don't know where to go to find that category. But it's insane if you take a look at the games that they... Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. It's insane if you take a look at the games they... Oh, here. Okay, here's under $10 and under $5. Okay, let's just look at under... let's look at under 5. You never know. Let's see what we're going to get. Arma, Slime Rancher, House Flipper... Resident Evil 5 is $5, which people say is pretty good. I've never played it. Hotline Miami, Far Cry 4, Don't Starve, Rise the Tomb Raider. Rise the Tomb Raider is a great fucking game. It is a great fucking video game. And if you haven't played it, you can get it for $2.99. It's delightful. Frostpunk, Resident Evil, the HD updated version of the classic game. These are all Need for Speed Most. Desperados 3 is $3.99. This is one of the best video games in the last 10 years. It's one of the best storytelling games of all fucking time, in my opinion, in terms of using the art form, the medium of interactivity to tell a story and establish character. It's similar on console, not as many, but you can do a price check on console. Death's Door, Unravel 2. I only bring this up, Final Fantasy VII HD version. I only bring this up because I don't understand why gamers, all they do is fucking complain online. If you don't have any money or you don't have a lot of money, you can still have a lot of goddamn fun. That's all I'm fucking saying. That's all I'm fucking saying. And this isn't even I mean, I guess it's a sale, but they always have this. Like under $10, under $5. So, yeah, so many games, so little time. You goddamn right. All right, let's see where this is. 8 minutes away. I haven't played Tyranny. No, I have not, Andrew C. Anybody still watching over on, what's that thing called? Twitter. Do me a favor, leave a comment in the chat. I want to make sure it's working over there, that the stream is running smooth, and is it worth streaming over there? Like, I guess sometimes I'll turn something on and watch it when someone's streaming on Twitter if I have Twitter open, but I rarely natively watch over there. But if you're watching there or if you're watching here, before the show starts, we're only 7 minutes away. We're only 7 minutes away. By the way, Electric Angel, I'm still waiting for you to tell me what you meant about my online persona. Because, you know, I'm always looking to learn. But if you're watching regardless, oh, there you go. Thank you, Anna G. Okay, how's the signal look? Wherever you're watching, consider coming over to YouTube or Patreon, becoming a member, subscribing, sending us a super chat, buying a membership, gifting memberships, liking the stream. I always hated that when I would watch live streams and shit and people would say it. I hated it. I fucking hated it. It was dumb. But as we've been doing this, I have really found the importance of that. We put out a really good video yesterday. Our new editor, Pocket, put something up with me and Rob the Mod playing the very delightful game, Lego Voyagers. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. Fun video. Almost got no views. Almost got no fucking views, right? I'm not saying you need to go watch it, although we'd love it if you did. I'm just saying that those things that all these streamers tell you to do, like, subscribe, it actually matters. I hate that it matters. I always like the idea that if you just like the show, you're going to automatically do it. SF says that was very well edited. It's dope you got a good editor. Look, he's working on a video now from Madhouse the other night where me and Embers Arcade get into it about religion. So it's not game-centric, but it's very Madhouse-centric. Anyhow. But hey, yeah, consider it. We'd love it. We'd love it. You know what, Tech? Or if you're still watching Tech, I'm sure he is. He's producing the show. Maybe as we go into the show, do you think this is a good time to turn on members only chat at this point, or at least because right now I think it's subscribers only. All right, go ahead, Tech. Why don't you turn on? Let's turn on members. Hey, thank you, Darren Clark. We appreciate the support. There you go. That there should be a visual popping, but oh, maybe because I don't have it turned on. Maybe it'll work now. Please work. It's still not working. There should be a visual there, but thank you so much. Thank you so much, Darren Clark. Appreciate it. Well, we want new people to come watch. Okay, whatever, Tech. You make the calls, you know, whatever. You wear glasses, so you're a nerd. You're a Poindexter. Which X you left kind of funny to come here? Well, it's good to see you. Tell me why. All right, Rob the Mod. We'll see you soon, buddy. Hope you're feeling better. I saw your message. I'll try to get back to you later today, but, you know, fight the bear. Maybe we'll play some Lego tonight. Make you feel better. Sorry to be eating. Sorry. Why'd you leave kind of funny? I'm always curious. What makes people say, I'd rather watch it with you guys than those guys? Because they weren't live yet. Aw, I thought we were going to get something like, because you guys are better. Oink. All right. What else you guys want to talk about while we're waiting? I'm going to make 3 shorts so far about my wonderful experiences with Silent Hill F. I'm going to try to start making at least get one of them up later today if I can. Leaving Kind of Funny is an easy choice. No, I just mean why which X decided to leave there and watch us. I see. Oh gosh, yeah. I'm talking to Gene Park tonight. Gene Park and we haven't locked anything at all, but we're talking about maybe doing some kind of gaming stream or podcast or something together. I don't know if it'll be on Last Stand Media. I don't work for them. I know he has a long-standing agreement with them, so I don't know anything about all that, but I would love to do something with Gene. He's the knees bees, baby. He's good people. Why do I say sorry for eating, but I always do it? Because I'm sorry, because I know it's gross and it's disgusting to hear people eat into a very professional microphone like this one. But I also know that I'm hungry, and I don't have a co-host to bounce off of. So you got to when this show starts, I'll mute myself when I eat. Have you seen the game called Baby Steps? Yeah, I played it, Andrew. I played the demo and I liked it, but I don't know if it's like, it's one of those games that is funny, and it's like you play it with your stream and you all laugh and stuff, and then you move on. And unless you're one of those streamers that just catches the zeitgeist and they're the guy or the girl that streams it, it's after 20 or 30 minutes you get it and you're like, okay. And it's not bad. I like it. Yeah, beautiful Joe. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine? And what's the other one? Horror Show Harry or whatever the fuck that was called. No one even talks about that. It's weird people claim to be Capcom fans. They don't even remember that fucking game. There was a game at E3 the same year Beautiful Joe came out at E3. And it was like this kid, and it was like a haunted house 2D thing. Yeah, no, Eric, you're right. It's one of those things. But, I mean, it is a well-made game. It's not like it's a piece of shit. It's not shovelware. What if they tried to bring Concord back? Can you imagine? I mean, I don't care. It was a well-made game. Concord was a not my kind of game, but it wasn't like a piece of shit game. It was their IP that really fucked them in their business model on that one, I wonder if we'll see more Helldivers stuff today. But they just got Gregory Horror Show. That's what it was called. Thank you, Andrew C. Nobody remembers that. Nobody. But I would say that if these guys are, I don't know. I can't imagine they didn't think about reskinning Concord. I always thought they should just reskin the fucking thing and make it a PlayStation, PlayStation Rivals game or something. Oh, Eric, I hope we see the 2.5 God of War. I really do. I got an interesting email today from someone at Sony. And I'm not saying these two things are related, but it's weird that this is the show. And I got an email from Sony Santa Monica today, and I'm not going to tell you who it was from or what it said. If we saw something God of War today, I'd go, oh, okay. That makes sense. But I don't have any, I wouldn't tell you if I knew, because that doesn't seem fair. But I do think it would make sense if we did, just based on that, but I don't fucking know. All right, here we go. Let's watch this goddamn thing, and we'll talk about it. I'm going to talk over it. So if you're looking for pristine shit, there's probably a better show to watch. We hope you watch with us, but, come on. This is me. I'm gonna crack wise. Gotta D's nuts, you goddamn right. Here we go. This is gonna open with SAROS, I bet. Hey, something just happened. Hey, thank you, Grasshopper. Good to have you here, buddy. I'm glad they're opening with this.
Every time the sun dies,
which means we'll get a surprise at the end or something new or big at the end. Yeah, this is Housemarque.
Scan for Sultari signals.
signal corrupted.
Approximating.
Could be
Is
paperwork.
that the thing from the ridge?
Confirmed.
You better stay out of my way.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
going
I'm
good,
Gregory
Gregory.
Loudon, creative director at Housemarque.
Hey, buddy.
Today
Are you
we
AI?
are thrilled to show off this first look of gameplay for SAROS running on PS5. SAROS builds on Returnal's award-winning action
Looks like they pulled
and
the
tells
camera
the
back a little.
emotional and haunting story of Arjun Devraz's drive for answers on the shape-shifting planet of Carcosa. Here we show off one of our exciting combat features, the Soltari Shield. By holding R1, you can defend yourself and absorb projectiles.
Looks super fun.
By absorbing projectiles, you can now hit back hard using your power weapon. By holding the adaptive trigger on L2, you'll be able to destroy enemies using eclipse-driven weaponry.
Me too, Andrew.
Soltari holocache detected.
Mark it on the map.
Here is a Soltari hololog, where you can learn more about lost Carcosa.
I'll try to forget.
Hold on for me. I will find you. I promise.
I'm fucking in, especially now that it's going to be a little easier. I think they need to go back and do a retune of Returnal before this, just to get people excited, because that game is so amazing. But it just it turned off too many people. I mean, keep the original, of course, but
This is Second Chance, where you can be revived on first death to get straight back into the action. Second Chance is part of our permanent progression systems, which means you will always come back stronger.
yeah, you gotta have that now. You gotta. Roguelite, baby. Or it's also, aka just a longer health bar, but shh. Don't tell anybody. It's not roguelike, it's roguelite tactile, which is why I'm excited. I would not buy it if it was like. As much as I love Returnal, Miyazaki better be getting paid. Or Del Toro.
The sun is forever.
Is it? What do
We
got,
hope
like
you loved
4
that first
billion?
look at gameplay.
It's a cool
We're looking
shirt.
forward to revealing more on our mysterious and moving story and our amazing ensemble cast of NPCs in the coming months.
When's it
Next
coming out?
year is when you'll be able to play SAROS on PS5 and enhanced for PS5 Pro.
And
Thanks
PC.
for watching. We can't wait to share more from
Yeah,
all of the
I'm
team
excited.
working on
Good,
SAROS.
Good. No. Like and like are very different, and they went out of their way to call this a light. And then when they said you always come back stronger, they know what they did, quote, wrong on the first one. And I don't mean that. I know hardcore gamers and some of you guys liked that it was a like, and that's great. But they could have been sitting on a huge franchise with that game. And I'm glad that they're getting another shot to sort of resubmit it. Because, you know, it's too good. Yeah, I don't agree tactile, but I get that you guys do. Oh, March, okay. No, I love Returnal. It's one of the best first-party games ever made, but sorry, it was problematic from a business
You
decision
actually want to
standpoint.
deploy her? You cannot be serious.
Oh, is this more of that? What's that thing called?
Highly trained operants.
She's been shelved for 5 years.
The goddamn.
The parties marked her as a failure.
The fuck is
She
that
won't
thing
have to
called?
do it alone. Her old squad
Poland
is still
thing.
out
I don't
there.
fucking know. What's it
I
called?
thought they'd all been ripped to shreds.
Probably. But she can scrape what's left of them back together. Lead them
Nuclear
to their death
Black. I
all
think that'd be
over
cool.
again.
A God of War pinball
And
machine.
what if she butchers it like last time?
We'll do
Disco
what we
Elysium,
always
right?
do. Throw more assets at the problem. We have plenty more.
I don't think that. I think this is their new game. It's not Disco, but I could be wrong.
She's a pathetic,
They just
fragile
didn't they just
embarrassment.
change the name of this from Double X or
And her
Triple X or
methods are
something?
so unhinged.
But they get results, no?
Long-range missiles get results.
Show a little faith. We're at the end of history. Everything that could go wrong. already
There's some amazing game development happening in Poland right now, fellas. Like amazing. It's kind of crazy what's going on over there. Yeah, I didn't play it because I didn't want to read so much. I love reading, but not in games. Oh, is Flight Sim coming to PlayStation? Yep. Cool. Maybe it'll be just as confusing on the PS5. Oh, I had trouble playing Flight Sim. Not because, I mean, look, I don't consider myself good at these games, but I played it launch night, and there are some fucking problems with how the controls made no fucking sense. I'm sure it's gotten better and it's gotten fixed. It wasn't even that they were complicated. It had a UI issue. It wasn't telling you what the fuck you were supposed to do, and it was you know, the wrong buttons and shit. You're getting the 2024 version in 2025. Suck it, PlayStation. I mean, I'm sure that's the newest one still. Because they haven't announced the 2025 one, have they? It's not every year, is it?
Hostiles inbound. 100 meters in closing.
I got 2. East side.
Back to left.
I got 3 west side. Frame shoot. On the T of execute.
Oh, a new Ratchet and Clank game.
2. 1. Execute.
The world as it's commonly known has crumbled. Alliances that held since the end of World War II, gone.
Dagger, this is Pax's ballsiest play yet.
If they succeed, they will have secured the most strategic rock in the history of warfare. Want to help our friends take back this rock?
You're playing a dangerous game, no doubt about it.
Wouldn't be Dagger without insurmountable odds. The whole world's gonna look different now. Just takes a little shake of
I think
perspective.
tomorrow night is the Battlefield 1 single-player reveal from Tokyo Game Show, by the way. Which should be fun to watch.
Stand by for re-attack call.
Light them up! We gotta move! Woo! Hold on!
I mean, it was fine, but...
But we don't know how high it goes.
You trying to start a war with the CIA?
That is not the fucking question!
This is it. I know what I gotta do.
It's not a very good trailer. It's very generic.
Hey everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann. Sean and I are back to share news and release dates for games.
Sean and Sid in the mornings.
But first, thanks to EA and Battlefield Studios for that new look at the single-player campaign for Battlefield 6. It launches October 10th on PS5.
Now, let's celebrate one of my favorite games of all time, which is marking its 25th anniversary this year.
Goddamn right, you know.
Deus Ex returns. This PS5 remaster is a collaboration between Eidos Montreal and Aspyr, the studio behind remastered classics like Tomb Raider and Soul Reaver.
On its way back to the people.
and you can't do a damn thing about it.
You play as J.C. Denton,
Don't tell me you're going to wear those.
an augmented operative working to uncover the truth.
Vision is augmented.
This new version adds enhanced
I
visuals,
loved this
overhauled
game
controls, and support for
when it
key
came out.
PS5 features
It was
like haptic
revolutionary, but I'd be stunned if this holds up.
Deus Ex influenced a generation of RPGs with its emphasis on choice and consequence. No two playthroughs unfold the same.
That's not true.
Deus Ex Remastered arrives on PS5 early next year. It's almost Halloween, and you know what they say, everyone's entitled to one good scare.
No, they don't. You just made that up, you whore. This is some
Death
asynchronous
comes to
bullshit.
Haddonfield in
Fucked up.
Halloween the Game, a tribute to the John Carpenter classic. The team at IllFonic invites players to an asymmetrical horror sandbox where you can play as a civilian survivor or Michael
Gross, I'm
Myers
so
himself.
sick of
In each
asymmetrical
game,
horror.
It's up to you as survivors to save these hapless townfolk or to hunt them down as Michael Myers.
Can't wait for
He
Hellraiser,
possesses
a real
unique
fucking
abilities
game.
like shape jump, allowing him to move around the map unseen and pop out where you'd least expect him. Playing as a civilian, it's up to you to lead townsfolk to safety, find a phone, and call the police for help. Civilians can also scavenge for gear and weapons to help them survive when they inevitably cross
Asymmetrical
paths with the
horror.
unstoppable
No,
Michael
I'm bored
Myers.
of these fucking games. It's the same
Become
shit.
the boogeyman or protect his victims when Halloween the
Yeah,
Game
Nightmare on Elm
launches
Street would make a
September
great
8th,
single player.
2026.
Yeah, whatever.
Two big
Yeah.
announcements
Looking
from
forward
11th
to
Hour Games.
looking very much forward to Hellraiser.
First, their hit action RPG Last Epoch is in development for a PS5.
I don't know why the Jason game was canceled.
This
Maybe I
celebrates
played the
edgy
Friday the
gamers known
13th
for its
one.
extensive skill
I played
customization, deep and rewarding loot
Dead
system,
by
massive
Dawn, whatever it's called, Dead by Daylight. I played
You'll battle through the past.
Texas
taking
Chainsaw
down
Massacre
gods and
one.
topple
I
the cursed
played
empire
the
to
Evil
save
Dead
the
one.
world from its ruined future.
They were all decent, but you play one, you played them all,
As for
and
that second announcement,
that brand, when you're playing with friends, it's a joke. You're laughing. You're, oh my god, you stupid motherfucker, run, run. You know, when you're playing single player horror, it feels like
first major expansion
you know, there's a
World
better chance to feel
will
like you're
arrive
actually
the
living
same
in that
time as
experience.
the
You
upcoming
know,
PS5 release.
what are sacred? Oh, sacred. Last Stand Media. I don't know who the Sacred Boys were.
The Seven Deadly Sins Origin is an open-world RPG based on the beloved Japanese series.
But wait,
offering
it's better not be a
vast
gotcha
single-player
bullshit.
campaign and
Better
multiplayer
not be a
areas
gotcha
where
bullshit.
cooperation and exploration go hand in hand. Follow in the footsteps of Tristan, the Prince of Britannia, and play an original story you can experience only in the game. Capture creatures, go fishing,
Hey, SF, that'd be great. I'd have no
cook
problem
your
with
own
that.
meals, mine resources, and craft new items as you explore.
Oh, Colin's
Britannia
streaming
on
State
your
of Play for the first time.
Or
And what are the
step beyond
chances?
the
There's probably, if
world
you
to
go
tackle
over there right
dungeons
now,
with a team of up to 4
the
other
top of the
players.
chat is lit up with super chats.
In a
I'm a
multiverse
loser.
that
I'm a
transcends
goddamn
time and
loser.
space.
What's wrong with me?
Original heroes join
Zane
forces
Morgan,
with
what's
beloved
wrong with
characters
me?
from the
Why am I a
series to
broken
embark
man?
on a grand adventure.
I guarantee you, if you go over there, go over there right now and see. I bet every at the top, it's all different
Venture out
colors of
alone
super
or with
chats.
friends when the Seven Deadly Sins Origin arrives on January 28th.
I don't think I will. Fuck you. Yeah, got him. Oh, now this
Two
game.
iconic characters finally meet
This
in
game.
Sonic Racing Crossworlds.
I love
launching
this
PS5
game.
tomorrow.
Comes out tomorrow, boys, but I'm playing too much. Though.
Mega Man and his trusty vehicle, the Rush Roadster, join the lineup as part of the Mega Man DLC pack that arrives early next year.
You want a new
they're not
jumping?
alone.
This don't say who
Mega
cares,
Man
Brian. This
also
game is
speeds into the
awesome.
pack. Also included is a stunning reimagining of Dr. Wily's castle from the Mega Man series. Familiar sights and sounds will take players back
Who
to some of
gives a
Mega
shit?
Man's most memorable
Tactile says, "Why the
adventures.
fuck does Sonic need a car?" Who gives a shit?
The Mega Man
It's
DLC
awesome. It's
pack
fucking
comes to
fun as
PS5
shit.
next year as part of the Season Pass and Digital Deluxe Edition. The early unlock period is already underway, so Digital Deluxe Edition owners can get into Sonic Racing Crossworlds right now.
It really is not a Mario Kart clone.
Up next, 2 announcements from Koei Tecmo Games, including a release date for Neo 3.
It is I who will be Shogun.
Oh, you.
Why? You'll never understand what it means.
Thank you, Energy.
I am Himiko. On my honor as queen, I shall defeat Hiroko.
There's a demo right now of
I trust you. Nothing will
Sonic
stop me
Crossroads,
from becoming
Crossworlds
Shogun.
Racing. Go play it. See what you think, man. It's really good. And the multiplayer is really good too, which I usually don't like multiplayer kart games. They're too, you get slaughtered immediately. But it's tuned in such a way that there's enough arcadiness that you can kind of hang in there and get lucky sometimes, even if you're not great.
Light unseen at the end of time. Go now.
You wish to become Shogun that badly.
Maybe you don't want it enough.
Oh, hey, Captain Loud Patch. Yeah, I heard the demo was pretty good for this.
Strength and superiority are what make a Shogun, and I have both.
Strength alone is not enough to end this war.
Yeah, Alex, if you played the demo and you didn't like it, I respect that. I just think you should play it if you're going to complain about it because it's really good for a lot of people liked it, including me. Ninja Gaiden's next, or that's not exclusive to Xbox, is it? Oh, I'm going to wait only because PK, because there's too much to play right now. Neither of these games mean much for me. Why do they talk like that? I don't know what they're saying. I've decided I don't know if I should start using /S on my tweets. I tweeted last night to Grok. I said, I'm thinking of having another baby, and I want to give it I want to give the mom lots of Tylenol so it can have autism, and because I want it to be a doctor, and the Good Doctor on the hit ABC show The Good Doctor had autism, and he was the best doctor ever. Is this a good plan? And most people got I was joking. But some people wrote back like, dude, what? I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. Really? How do you function in this world? But some people don't get sarcasm. I respect that.
Our true objective is to save this world, our current world.
Need I remind you that tampering with history is strictly forbidden?
Yeah, go ahead. Remind me of that.
It's time I faced my past.
Well, he's a
Let's
surgeon
go.
and he's a doctor, but it's not called the Good Surgeon. It's called the Good Doctor. I have so little interest in this. Doesn't mean it's not great. I'm not saying it's bad.
Today, you'll pay your dues.
Pay your dues. That's Rob. We send Rob the mod out to collect monthly for Diet Soda Soldiers. Today you'll pay your dues. Yeah, I know, Morgan. This is your cup of tea. This is right up your alley. I get it. I'm not saying it's bad. Just not for me. Hey, KVG.
Crater flaps.
Goddamn right. Thank you, KVG, for that very generous super chat. Whose dick at Sony do we need to suck to get a new Twisted Metal?
Chronicles right here on stage.
Today, we're joined by the game's director, followed by news from other special guests.
Scott
who are
Rhodey? I don't
joining
know.
us
I mean,
just as Tokyo Game Show
they were trying to
kicks
make
off in
one.
Japan.
They got to make it cheap. And they got to test it out. If I was Sony, I would do like a not Repo Man gameplay, but I would do like a really low budget test trial balloon, put it out there for free, and just 10 people on the team and just see if the core sustains. And if it does, then start spending a little more money. That's the best way to do those small franchises, or those franchises that are beloved, that may have some potential, but you'd have to, yeah, they canceled it, but they were probably spending real money on it, which is ridiculous. It's like, just jump out and try some shit. I don't mean free to play permanently, although maybe. I mean free to let people try it and see if it's sticky or not. I'd like to buy this game, but I'm too busy to play it. I'll buy it soon. I want to play this.
Shall we play?
Alex, I am very much into turn-based strategy games. My favorite one is actually Jeanne d'Arc on the PSP, I think, which was great.
このゲームは近接アクションとローグライトを軸に PVPVE の仕組みを取り入れたいわばエクストラクションアクションゲームとなっています。プレイヤーは地獄門と呼ばれる巨大な穴を探索するレイダーとなり、たくさんの恐ろしい怪物や他のプレイヤーのレイダーたちが入り乱れている。
I'm too busy playing other games. Do I look retired? I'm doing this. This is my job. It's the best job I've ever had. Now all you guys just need to sort of spend more money on it so I can keep doing it. But no, I'm not retired. I don't ever want to retire. I'm like Ben Shapiro. Shut up. Shut up.
相変わらず理不尽だね。はい。レイダーたちは探索とボディの入れ替えを。
I remember Shuhei was raving about this game at one point back in the day.
一番強い自分を作り上げて。どこまで潜れるかを競うのが醍醐味となっています。皆さんに新たな面白さを感じてもらえると嬉しいです。
One Pump Man, there was a game the other day, or last week, I don't know, 6 months ago, that was Metal Slug turn-based, which is actually pretty good. Yeah, I'd like to do World of Warcraft. I really like the new houses and shit. Is this Octop? What is this? What the fuck am I looking at? Cool looking. Is there a demo? It's coming out. Oh, the Tina D Flash game is not ready yet. I mean, it's not available to play. It's just, I don't even know where it is. Have I ever had a gay encounter? No, but I had an uncomfortable situation where I went up to, or I did an interview with this guy in his hotel room for 1E3, and he was a journalist, you know, like C+, B- level, nothing massive, but he wasn't no one. And so he was taking appointments in his room for some reason. So devs were coming in and out, and I had my meeting with him, and we were both just sitting on a bed, and it felt weird. Nothing happened, but it felt like I think he was trying to make something happen, and I was just like,
Citizens
that's
of
not,
Taiwan.
A, it's not appropriate, B, it's,
Today,
you
a
know,
new chapter in this
not my
land's
cup of tea.
history shall be written by our own hand.
JoJo D usually either a strong conceptual hook or mechanic hook.
Beasts who think themselves men. That is
Like that game coming out, Kingmaker, about the guy or the sending the military back into the 1300 AD with like Apache helicopters and trucks and shit. That was awesome. That was awesome.
And let your heart speak without fear.
People who played this at Gamescom said a game like this is so ambitious. I think this is Crimson whatever, right? They're like, there's no way all these pieces should work. A game this ambitious should just collapse. But they said they all work. This is really good.
Your fight is
Liza
not
P is
for
great,
revenge,
Chris.
nor glory.
It's easier than like Bloodborne and other Souls games, which makes me happy. One of my favorite parts about it is when you die fighting a boss, they leave your souls or whatever they're called right outside in front of the boss so you don't lose them. I mean, you lose them, you have to go back and pick them up, but they're not gone. And you have to, in like Elden, you fought a boss, you died, and all of your souls were waiting for you, but you had to fight the boss and get it and collect them while you were fighting the boss. And if you never beat the boss and you abandoned the fight, you couldn't take it with you. Whereas Liza P doesn't do that, which was great. For me, anyway. Kazan, I really love the demo. I just haven't had time to go back and play the full game. Is that a Taylor Swift song? Sounds like a Taylor Swift song. Not as good as Taylor Swift. No, I'm not. But I like heads. I like playing on headphones. I like Unreal 5. I don't know why people hate Unreal 5 so much, but that's cool. I love Taylor Swift. I don't think Unreal 5 runs awful. I mean, again, maybe you just don't have a good piece of hardware to play it on. I don't know what to tell you.
Hi everyone, I'm Brett Elston.
And I'm Kristen Zatani.
That was your first look at the Pulse Elevate wireless speakers, which bring the PlayStation audio and chat experience to your desktop with planar magnetic drivers and PlayStation.
Again, Morgan, what's your point of saying that? It doesn't. I'm playing Chronos right now on Unreal 5. It's great.
PlayStation Plus. First is the October monthly games.
I'm playing.
Creepy and captivating Alan Wake 2 arrives just
what is Silent Hill on 5?
Simulator 3 and Cocoon rounding out the list. These all arrive for PlayStation Plus Essential members on October.
I don't care. It looks great. It plays great. I don't have any of the problems. It has no problems.
You remember me?
I don't hate Head On, but I do. What the biggest problem I have with Head On is
September 26th. As part of
all the missiles, including the homing missiles, the fire missiles, home too much. Okay, well, Morgan, maybe your brain is just capable of picking it up, and I'm not. I must be lucky. I don't know what you. These are great games. They look great. I don't know what you're demanding. You know, if you're let's put it this way, Morgan. If you're playing a game and you notice a bit of aliasing here or there, or you notice a bit of a frame drop here or there, and your day is ruined, and you're like the engine is terrible because of that, that's fine. I respect that. That you have, everybody's got their limits. Of what they care about, but good lord, you're missing out on a lot, dude. If that's enough to pull you out of a game.
And up next, a special message from the creator behind one of PlayStation's most iconic
runs well for
franchises.
Me. But again, it runs well for me because maybe I'm streaming it. All right, well, I don't notice him, Morgan. I haven't seen him. I'm not defending it. I'm just telling you my experience with it. I don't give a shit. MotorTune, man, they'd have to retune that. Great game for its time, but Chris, Resident Evil 9 is not going to be Leon's last game. He's one of the most famous characters in Capcom's second most successful franchise. That's like saying God of War is going to be Kratos'. So what I think is, it's not true. Morgan, have you played Silent Hill F yet? I think it's excellent. PK, I don't care. I don't care what Morgan is saying. I have been streaming Silent Hill F, which is, I assume, Unreal 5. For the last 3 nights. There haven't been any problems that I have noticed, and I haven't seen the stream call out any problems, which doesn't mean you're wrong, but let's just say that if I'm not noticing them and the stream isn't noticing them, I don't think 95% of the audience is noticing them. And that's fine, you are. I think you guys have gotten Digital Foundry. That's what I think has happened to you. Ooh, God of War. I need a new DualShock anyway, or Sense, so maybe I'll pick this one up. Oh. That's pretty. Okay, I hope that's not the only God of War thing we see, though. Give me something, baby. Give me something, baby.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
Cool.
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man. The trouble just has a way of finding me. But I'd be lying. Doesn't matter where I go. How far I run.
Cool. What, Omega Red? Is that who that guy is?
That's always waiting.
Snicked.
Just not for me.
Awesome. Pure execution on this one. There's nothing very innovative, but boy, it looks fun.
Because I ain't no hero.
Yeah, probably half the fun is because you know it's Wolverine. If he was an original character, you'd probably go, that's kind of cool. But that's pretty cool. Ooh, sweet. All right, we got another year to wait, boys. That's a long time, Sony. What are you doing? Is that it? Or we got one more? Give us one more. No, don't give us Last of Us. Please stop with this shit.
The question that comes up a lot to us at Insomniac Games
okay,
is,
good. I thought it was that fucking
are you going to make a Wolverine
bullshit
game that is as violent, as visceral as the character in the comics? Working with Wolverine is interesting because part of the root to who he is that he's an unreliable narrator. He has gaps in his memory. So Wolverine doesn't really remember a lot of his life, and that's got to be an extremely frustrating aspect.
He's this ball of rage and fury, but then he could turn on a dime, and he could be very, very kind and tender in the next moment.
When we're casting for someone like Logan, what we're looking for in character traits are someone who can convey a lot with very little being spoken.
When you have that first moment that we show in gameplay, there's so much emotion that you can feel behind his eyes. He looks relentless, he looks gritty, he looks angry, but also he looks maybe a little sad.
That level of acting and being able to just deliver that performance with believability across both spectrums was something Insomniac, ourselves, we all agreed he's the one. We don't need to see anybody else.
Hey, I'm Liam McIntyre, and I play James Logan Howlett in Marvel's Wolverine. That's not bad. That one sort of works. Fans out there know what Wolverine is, who he is. My job is to try and find the essence of who Wolverine is, especially as he applies to our story. People hurt him, people take from him, people betray him. He still fights for people who can't fight for themselves. It's one of the greatest honors of my life, one of the biggest responsibilities I've ever had, and one of the coolest things I've ever got to do.
The entire game is built around staying true to the Wolverine experience.
And then how do we want to put our Insomniac stamp on that? How do we want to put our own spin and creativity, but still give something new and fresh the fans are going to be excited about?
It's the full package. It is a level of detail that we've never been able to do before.
You could see it in the trailer. You can see pores. You can see blood in between the little.
I wonder how
lines
much it
of
would
his
have cost
teeth.
Hugh
I
Jackman
love
just to
the
do the
attention
voice.
to detail.
Probably like $10 million
that we're gonna be
bucks.
able to bring that kind of fidelity to players.
Just for like 2
Wolverine's
weeks in a
character
booth.
who goes to many places through the comics.
I would have
You'll see
spent the
Canadian
money.
wilderness. You'll see Japan.
There's a shot where Logan is sliding down that rooftop, and you can see the breadth of Madripoor in Lowtown.
It's always nice teasing the depth and the amount of characters that we'll be seeing in the game. Omega Red makes an appearance, Mystique is there, and there are some hints to other characters that fans of Wolverine will recognize for sure.
Another visual element of Marvel's Wolverine is the blood. The blood tech that was put into this game is pretty phenomenal.
There's a part in the trailer where Logan jumps down and then he does the claws up through the face. That one I thought maybe was going to be taking it too far, but I am so glad that we have it. It looks fantastic.
Wolverine's combat, making that special, making that feel like him, making it feel different to anything else you
Mr.
played.
Bean.
That's a tough job. What's so cool
I think
for
what
me
would have been
is
great
there was this one
is if
section of the
they
game I got to try. It was just visceral and immediate and so incredibly satisfying, and I was like, this is gonna be amazing.
Oh my God, who
We're pretty excited about
believes?
the artwork that
I'm
we're
excited
using
for
on the
this game.
cover.
I love the
It's
character. I
dynamic,
love the team. The
it's
game looks like
rough-edged.
fun.
You notice it doesn't
Who
look
buys
like
these
our
kind of
past games.
PR
It has
bullshit?
That sense of urgency and forward movement.
What are you
and rage
saying? What are you
and
saying?
fury,
You're saying
and
nothing.
That's Wolverine.
One of the cool things
They
about
should have
Insomniac
had
is
the guy
they are
who does the
probably most
voice,
collaborative
though,
group of people I have
be
ever worked
an
with. They
awesome
make you feel
fucking
part of
voice.
their
Just
team.
one of the
That's not
most
something you always get.
gruff,
We've been in a creative
badass,
collaboration with Insomniac
masculine
Games and
voices,
PlayStation for
but it
over
should
a
have
decade
totally
now.
been
We've made
like a
some of the
far
greatest
left,
superhero games of all
progressive,
time, and that was always the goal,
purple-haired,
making games that are timeless.
I think fans are going to be excited, but I'm also really excited about it because I'm really proud of what
non-binary.
We're focused on making the
Just
best
can you
Wolverine game
imagine?
ever.
Just
On
piss
behalf of everyone
off
at
some
Insomniac
people. I would have
Games
loved that.
And the Wolverine team especially, we want to thank you for taking time to watch our trailer. We can't wait to show you more in spring of 2026.
It's like RuPaul should have voiced them, and it would have been the best voice. But it's only when they reveal it's RuPaul. It's like, can you imagine some of the guys would just be like, "What the fuck?" Like, I think Grums would have fucking jumped off a building. That's not political. How is that political, what I just said?
Maybe you don't want it enough.
My fights will continue.
Give the show a rating? I mean, you know, it's fine. 6, I guess. I mean, again, this is one of those things where, you know, the system's going to keep selling. People are going to love it. It's not like Xbox is going to take over, blah, 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 blah. But if you're rating it for like a reason to own a PS, let's put it this way. If you're in the market for a PC or a console, this is not going to make you want a console. You know, the games will come to PC, and more importantly, there's only 2 games on this list that you have to wait for. And neither of them, like I loved Returnal, but that's not a system seller for me. And Wolverine looks fun, but it doesn't look like, you know, you've played it 1,000 times, that kind of game. And God of War is one of them, and I'm sure it is going to be great. And I'm looking forward to it, and I will play it, and I will stream it day one. But yeah, the days of, it's wrong to say the days of first party Sony wowing us are over, but they're definitely for now a relic of the past. That doesn't mean there aren't going to be games that we love from first party, but yeah, they don't have any problem with system sales. I don't think, I don't think anyone has stepped up with either with any way to threaten them right now, and so they're going to be more than fine, and this is acceptable. And people are still going to choose PS5 to play Call of Duty on, and to play Madden on, and to play Fortnite on, and all that shit. But there's nothing here that makes you go, you know, holy cow, that's cool. You know, they got the juice. They don't have the juice right now. They don't have the eye of the tiger right now. And maybe that's because they're taking too long to make their games. Maybe that's because they've tripled down on production value, and a lot of the people that really love gameplay and really understand gameplay are working in indie games, working at Nintendo. But, you know, I mean, it's fine. It was a fine show. And both of the first party games look great. But they don't look, SAROS looks more interesting than Wolverine, but that's probably just because we've played games like Wolverine ad nauseum. And I think it's going to be insanely polished and executed. I'm looking forward to it. But, you know, it doesn't look all that special. And it might be. I mean, it's an execution piece. So in that case, you have to play it to really know, and experience it to really know. Yeah, Nintendo. I mean, but it is a little ridiculous, though, when you think about it. Yeah, Calpy says Nintendo had more games in the next 6 months coming than Sony had in 3 years. It is goofy to me that this is acceptable. I mean, open up your fucking checkbook and buy some exclusives, or at least buy some timed exclusives. It's a little goofy, but maybe it's not, though. Maybe we want that, and we do want that. But fundamentally, if you're sitting there in the boardroom and you're trying to justify dropping, I don't know, $100 million. I don't know what it would cost. Let's just say $100 million to get the rights for Resident Evil 9 Requiem exclusively for 2 years. And you're trying to sell that to the board or whatever, they'd go, well, the fans may love that, but we're going to sell more copies of it on our machine anyway. We're still the number one selling console by far. Why would we do that? We don't need to do that. So, yeah, there's no need. But what I think, though, is that, and I think they probably are, but if these guys are not behind the scenes turning the corner already, and we just haven't seen it yet, which I have to assume when you've got smart people there, like Naughty Dog, like Cory, like Santa Monica, like Mark Cerny, like Scott Rhodey, there's no way they're just going, hey, we're fine. They have to know that this is, talk about Xbox, Game Pass not being sustainable. This cadence of release is absolutely not sustainable for them. And there will come along something. I don't know if it's streaming. I don't know if it's the next Xbox. I don't know if it's the Switch. The fact that PCs are selling better. I don't know. but something will come along and disrupt their leadership. And when that happens, I don't think they're going to have, unless they are working behind the scenes, they're not going to have the foundation to defend themselves. They're going to get sort of Wii U'd, or they're going to get GameCubed, I think. Wolverine will only be good if it offers gameplay variety. Yeah, I have no doubt it'll be a fun, really, really good game at worst. It is amazing, though, that we're a year out from Wolverine. I mean, and we're more than a year out from Intergalactic, right? So what else is there? Cory's game hasn't even been announced. So we're probably, that's a PS6 title, whatever it is. I don't even know what he's working on. So what else is rumored? You know, we've got, I don't think anybody gives a shit about, at least at the moment, about Marathon. I'm not hating MK Ness. There's zero hate if you're talking about me. I'm just saying it was good. It looks fun. Wolverine looks fun. SAROS looks like, if it's anything like the first one, it looks really fun. I'm excited for it. But Fair Games is probably not coming out. I mean, that would be something. It might, but I don't imagine it'll do that well unless it's a real change. Yeah, I'm not hating on the show at all. I think, you know, if you get a PS5 for Christmas, you'll be totally fine. The only people that should be really worried are people working at PlayStation that are recognizing that they're not preparing to fix this mess. But I'm sure they are. Right. A cab says they're cooking behind the scenes. I'm sure of it. Yeah, these are smart people. I don't think much for Herman Hulse, but I do think for the people I mentioned, these are real smart people. And but this show is a reflection of bad decisions that were made a long time ago. And I'd like to think that they're out of those woods. We just haven't seen the fruits of the labor. So we'll see. But I was not impressed. But then, you know, I'll be playing every one of these games, or almost every one of these. Well, not Code Vein, but, you know, or Let It Die, or Dynasty. Okay, I'll be playing a lot of these games, but not all of them. We'll see. All right, but for now, there you go, folks. That has been the show. Colin said if Fair Games got canceled, Herman should resign. Colin has more insight into the development of that game than I do at this point, so I don't know, you know, how in depth he knows Herman has been attached to that game. But you're not wrong in the sense that, or he wouldn't be wrong in the sense that he may not have greenlit it, but the fact that he was there for so long and wasn't able to recognize how troubled it was, perhaps he's right. But I don't know if he's referring to that or if he's referring to something else, because I don't know. He has a lot more connections when it comes to things like that particular team than I do. I have very few connections in general anymore. Certainly not with that team. So, but yeah, I didn't rate the speakers. I don't give a shit. I'm very happy with these headphones that were recommended to me by someone in the chat that I always forget, and I apologize. I want to say it was either Wallace or Prince Green. I think that's the case. I already talked to you. Alex, I explained to you why. I already explained it. Okay. All right. We're back tonight. I think we're either off tomorrow night or tonight with Madhouse. Maybe both, but I think we're going to be back tonight with Madhouse because we're going to be off tomorrow. But I really need to work on some behind-the-scenes business stuff. Bobby, over in the Twitch, by the way, I'm sorry I haven't responded as much to you guys over there. I got to get my screens because I see that the text is over there and it's coming in now, but I need to get that worked out. I apologize if you were trying to connect with me. By the way, before we go, I would like to say this. I would like to say consider a like on the way out the door. I would appreciate it. The stream would appreciate it. A subscription, a membership, gifted memberships, super chats, super thanks. All of these things keep the show alive and keep the channel going. New content coming in. They let me pay Tech. They let me pay Pocket. They let me pay Bunny. And those are some knees, bees, human beings. So consider, if you like it only, tossing some of your ducats our way. But certainly consider a subscription and a like. It won't cost you a goddamn thing. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stick around for 5 more minutes. I'm going to answer questions on both Twitter and YouTube. And then I'm going to head out. But there's a delay, so I want to give you guys a chance. If you had something to say or you wanted me to respond to something, we can do that now. So I'll tell you something while I'm waiting. Silent Hill F, baby. The monster design in that fucking game. I just started. I got to this one part last night where I encountered, it's like these little doll heads that become this centipede kind of thing. This game's, here's what I'll say. I loved Silent Hill 2 Remake. I adored it. But the sense of the main character in this game, like that was sort of almost like a slow burn psychosis or a slow burn sense of her going mad, or of him going mad, whatever his name is, James, whatever. This is like, she's out of her fucking mind. I mean, or she's just seeing some shit that if it's real, it goes from like 0 to 10 in terms of crazy very, very quickly, which I appreciate. I think that's really, really cool. MK Ness says, are you going to finish Chronos? Or are you abandoning it for Silent Hill F? No. I'm playing them, and The Beast, Dying Light in tandem, actually. So yeah. I got to the Abbey. I'm about 10 minutes into the Abbey. And I know, MK Ness, you've completed it, right? How close am I to the end if I've made it to the Abbey? Do people in the Patreon have any advantage to the members of YouTube? Not really. We're going to make a big effort very soon to make Patreon the de facto or the main place to be, because we frankly make more money over there, but we need to kind of put stuff over there that makes it worth it. But right now, the best place, you get more perks on YouTube at the moment, but that may be changing. Yeah, I played and finished Silent Hill 2 Remake. I adored it. Great fucking game. One of my favorite, if not, well, wasn't my favorite, but one of my top 3 games of last year. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Look how I might play Chronos today. I don't know, but I'm not playing anything right now. I got to prep Madhouse. So, all right, fellas, that's the show. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks, everybody.